Hello, everyone. I am Miss Karen at Adams Memorial Library. Thank you very much for joining me for this week's book report. So this week, I have a flashlight ready because the stories I have to share with you this week are all about the dark. So let me tell you which books I have for you this week. This one is called Dark on Light, and it was written by Diane White and illustrated by Felicita Sala. This story is Beatrice Likes the Dark, and this one was written by Genevieve, Tucholke, and it's illustrated by Khoa. This one is flashlight. You don't have to worry about the night if you've got your flashlight. This one was written and illustrated by Lizi Boyd. And this one, it's about a little boy who's maybe not quite sure about the night and the dark. This one is called Switch on the Night, and it was written by Bradbury, and it's illustrated by Leo and Diane Dillon. And finally, if you don't have a flashlight, you could always use the light of the moon to enjoy the night. This story is called By the Light of the Moon, and the words and the pictures were by Frann Preston-Gannon. So let me tell you a little bit more about these stories. In Dark on Light, these three children, they might be siblings, we don't really know. Or I don't really know. You can see what you think. I don't know if they live in this house all the time, but they're staying at this house at least. And as the sun starts to go down and it starts to get dark, they look out the window and realize they might need to go search for somebody. So they got all ready to put on their shoes, put on their boots, have their flashlight, and start looking around to look for their friend. But they realize being outside at night on a nice warm evening is pretty nice. So they can see what the garden looks like at night. Oh, there's a little garden gnome statue they have out there. But gnome can't tell them where their friend went. Maybe they'll see some deer. There, it looks like a doe and a fawn in the meadow. They go a little further out from the garden. Oh, they can smell things like the lavender. Smell that at night. They run into the lavender field. They can hear things like maybe the hooting of an owl when they're outside. And they can just go and explore while they're looking. So to find out, did they find what they're looking for? You can check Dark on Light out from the library. You can come in and reserve it, or you can come and look for it on the shelf. Find out if they found what they're looking for. Now this one, Beatrice, loves the dark. She doesn't even need a flashlight because she likes just being out looking at the stars. Beatrice loves the dark, 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 and the dark, dark, dark likes her. She likes the dark, and the dark likes her. She likes black birds, black nights, spider webs. She wears black pajamas and black socks and even black underwear with little white bats on it because she loves the dark so much. She loves to go up to the attic where nobody else in her family goes. She can talk to the spiders up there. She can have a black cat with her, and she can be up there in the dark and the quiet, which she loves. Or sometimes she likes to go outside. She's happy to be by the cemetery. She's happy to dig. She's always happy to be with the black cat. And she's happy to just go for walks in the dark, in the quiet. She understands the dark and the quiet, and it understands her. But what she doesn't really understand is people who like things that are bright and loud, like fireworks and yelling. And she just doesn't understand why some things are bright, 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 and loud, loud, loud. And something else she doesn't understand is her sister, Rue. Because Rue loves it the bright and the light. She loves wearing bright colors. She loves colorful butterflies. She loves being outside during the day, planting and eating strawberries, climbing up to her tree house. Oh, she loves, loves, loves the bright. And she doesn't really understand, and she doesn't really like the dark. But another thing she doesn't really understand is her sister, Beatrice. She just doesn't understand why Beatrice likes the dark. Beatrice doesn't really understand why Rue likes the light so much. But one night as they're going to sleep, and they're dreaming their different dreams, Beatrice is dreaming about the night. Rue is dreaming about the day. In the morning, when Beatrice starts to go up to the attic, even when it's still dark before the sun comes up, Rue finally says to her, Beatrice, please don't leave me. I'm afraid of the dark. Oh, well, what do you think? Maybe Beatrice can help Rue like the dark a little bit more, and maybe Rue can help Beatrice like the light a little more too. So check this book out and find out. Now this one, Flashlight. Person in this book loves being outside at night, sleeping in a tent. See, you've got your flashlight, you're set. You can see what's going on out there. Ooh, you can see where you left one of your boots. Get your boot outside, and then you can see what you can see. You can take a walk at night. No, you see bats. Beatrice would like those. Ooh, you can see an owl up in the tree. A couple of skunks. See where they're going. You can see a dam in the water and a beaver who built it. Lots of good stuff to see out here. Porcupine in a tree, some fish, fox, maybe a deer. Wonderful. But what happens if you, accidentally trip and your flashlight flies out of your hands and you lose it for a minute, and then somebody else gets to it before you can, and they turn the flashlight on you. What would you do then? Oh, when you read this book, you can see who finds the flashlight and if they like using the flashlight to explore at night too. Now, this one, I think our poor friend here, even if he had a flashlight, that might not be enough. He does not like going out. He does at night, not at all. When everybody else's house is all dark, he leaves all the lights on in his house. Yes, he did not like the night, this little boy. He liked lanterns and lamps and torches and tapers and beacons and bonfires and flashlights and flares, but he didn't like the night. And so he liked leaving all the lights on. And he does not like light switches because they can also be used to turn the lights off. He doesn't really like when the lights are off. He wants the lights to be on. But, you know, when they go to sleep, his parents turn the lights out when they're going to sleep at night, but he leaves the lights on in his room. And in the summertime, he can hear that sometimes there are other children outside playing at night. And he'd kind of like to play with them, but not if it means going out at night when it's dark. Does not like that. So he would like it if all the lights stayed on all the time, even if he has to be alone. But then one night when his father is away and his mother goes to bed early, he goes around and he turns the lights all back on. But then he hears a tapping at the back door on the porch. And then he hears someone say, hello. And it's a little girl, and she says, hi, my name is Dark. And she says, you're lonely, I think. well, maybe I can help you so you can go out and play with the other kids at night. She says, those switches that you don't like, don't think of it as turning off the light. Think of it as turning on the night. When you turn the porch light off, you can see the moon and the stars better. You can hear frogs and you can hear crickets chirping. And you can see lots and lots and lots of beautiful stars. And maybe, do you think that'll be enough to get him outside playing with the other children? I think maybe, but you can find out exactly what happens if you check this book out from the library. And in this last one, By the Light of the Moon, if you want a little bit of light at night, it's always good to be out on a full moon night, especially if you don't have a flashlight, because, you know, the frog needs both hands to play the guitar, so frog can't have a flashlight. The little frog is singing his song in the swamp, and it's a beautiful song, but he thinks, it sounds a little quiet. I can't fill up the whole night sky over the swamp with just myself singing, so maybe I can find a friend to sing along. So he finds a nice crocodile, friendly crocodile playing the drum, and says, hey, would you sing along with me? So then there's two of them singing. It's a little bit louder, but maybe not loud enough. So they decide they're going to find some more friends for their band. And they find three mice, and one mouse is a singer, one plays the flute, and one plays the gong. That should be a little louder, but still maybe not quite loud enough, even with five of them, to fill up the whole sky over the swamp. So they keep looking, and they keep looking. Lots of fish, that might help. And they keep looking and looking and looking so they can find everybody and get them all to sing the song all together. And you can find out who else do they find, and is everybody willing to sing? I hope so. It's always fun to sing a night song. So friends, maybe if there's a time you can't sleep, or if you just want to read about the night before you go to bed yourself, you can come to the library and check out any of these books. And I will see you next time for another book report. Thank you very much for watching, friends. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.